So in responding to, so you put the measurement in place in responding to signs of stress, what role does education and teaching construction workers, management and the people doing ordinary jobs in how to better manage and cope with stress, what role does your organisation play in that process, and how difficult is that, and how big a distraction to an organisation?
I don't think it needs to be a distraction, but it's quite difficult and quite challenging, because we've got to overcome the chauvinistic and macho image of construction.
Right.
Make sure people are getting the message that it really is okay to talk about mental health issues, and it really is okay to seek help, through counselling or other means.
Right.
And encourage people to go and see their doctor if necessary, to make appointments through our system or other systems to seek counselling help, and to take rest when they need it, and to speak about issues that might help them manage their stress more effectively. So people want to feel more in control. They want to feel they have an impact on their working practices, their working hours, and they can influence that to a degree. It is difficult in construction, perhaps more than in other environments, but it's still not impossible for people to impact or to have a say in those processes. And certainly, managers, directors, and employees have a duty to discuss where someone's been overloaded with work, and to the point which they feel they can't cope, and therefore that's a direct contributor to stress and anxiety, and potentially leading into the other problems that we've highlighted and discussed.
Okay, so how do you construct an EAP campaign to make it easy for workers? They're coming in at different times, they're across a large or multi-site situation. So how do you do that?
One thing we can do is to come in and give one or more series of talks to staff.
Right.
A staff meeting, we can address that. We can produce toolbox talks, so just in the same way that there are toolbox talks on a whole manner of different subjects, there's every reason to have a toolbox talk on mental health issues. We can produce literature and make sure that employees are aware of how they can access their EAP. And it's really just that general contribution to overall education and awareness that this is not a stigma. This is not an indicator that you're unfit for work, unfit for society. You're just a normal human being. That in the same way as from time to time you might suffer poor physical health, from time to time you might suffer poor mental health.
Okay.
And in the same way as you've got poor physical health, you go to the doctor, and if it's a cold, you go and get your antibiotics or whatever. If it's poor mental health, you go and seek help in the same way. If it's more persistent, then again the same process occurs. You're getting help, and that help should be appropriate for the circumstances in which you find yourself.
And if you're going to launch that type of campaign, would you say it's important for you to be seen shoulder to shoulder with the owners of the business, saying it's okay, come on board, this is a programme we're backing from the very top? So a sort of top-down endorsement. Yeah,
I think that is important. That we're there to provide the support physically, that we're seen to be normal human beings, the same as everybody else with the same fallibilities. So are the directors, and they are genuinely supporting.
Yeah, they want this to happen.
They want it to happen.
Yeah.
And whether it's because they become altruistic and they super care about their employees, or they just want to have an improvement on the bottom line, it doesn't really matter, as long as they really are wedded to the process for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And there is every chance, and given their personal commitment, there's every chance that people will address mental health issues, or I like to call it emotional well-being issues, in a more appropriate and effective way.